Hello, everybody, and welcome back once more to Anime Yay or Nay. I am TheOutbackAl.
I'm Yin&Jung.
I'm NV Jitters.
I'm CheerandCosplay.
And I'm Kozi.
Yes, you are, Kozi. And what month is it?
It's my month.
It's Kozi's month. We're gonna get real cozy this month. What kind of cozy things are we watching?
Although, I feel like Clamp was kind of my month, you know?
A little bit. I like to think that we all got something out of that, but, you know.
We're watching tons of stuff. And when I say tons of stuff, I mean 3 things I named out of my ass in a panic like 2 weeks ago.
That sounds like Kozi. What was Kozi's first one? Do you remember?
Yes. So this week we watched Dao Zu Shi, or in English, it's the Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation. Or if you're Crunchyroll badly translating, I guess, Master of Diabolism. Diabolism.
Yeah.
I don't know how
I'm
to
not sure
pronounce
that's
word.
a word. They might have come up. I don't know.
I think it's a word, but it's just a weird translation.
It's a word that we don't use anymore because it just doesn't sound
I have a lot of strong
right.
feelings about Crunchyroll and what they have done to this show.
Their translations are ass, I'm not gonna lie, on
It's
like almost
so-
everything.
Ugh, I was so mad about it, especially because they'd already translated this to English. So, before we even get into anything, this used to be free on YouTube in full, unedited parts.
I think it still is.
It still is. We watched it on there. It was like, here's episodes 1 through 35, all in one thing. It was like 12 hours long. We're just like, all right, so we'll watch the first 3 real quick.
Yep.
See, I thought so.
Okay.
You can still watch
I
it.
just saw an ad.
It also used to be on the English accessible, or the North American accessible, I should say, Bilibili.
Mm-hmm.
But fucking Crunchyroll
Yeah.
has come in and they must have just swooped up a ton of like Bilibili's most popular series.
Oh, guaranteed, yeah.
And they charge for it.
Yep.
Fuck Crunchyroll. But again, this was already translated. Like, China had already put in the work to translate this to like an English standard that was pretty fucking good.
Yeah, but they
And then-
don't know how to translate from their own language. What? That doesn't make sense.
Crunchyroll stuff was so fucking bad.
Cool. Well, I didn't watch that. So,
Yeah, we watched
I
the original one.
thank you for telling us, I guess.
Okay. Yin. He's Hong Gong Jun, right?
Hong Yong-jun, yeah.
Yeah. They translated it to Lord Hong Guang. I'm like,
That's
translate
just
the full
awkward.
thing or don't translate it at all!
Maybe just leave it. Yeah, I hate when they try and translate things that don't have a proper translation in English. Honestly, even the original translation, they would say like brother for like gaga and stuff like that. And I get it, but it's like, it's also an honorific. It's like, it's awkward to translate certain honorifics and stuff like that, you know?
Cool. So we
Yeah,
should have
also-
talked about this later because we haven't
Okay,
gotten to what this
sorry.
show is about for the first 5 minutes of this. So this is Dao Zu Shi. It's about what is the genre?
Danmei?
Danmei. Okay, and that's the
Xianxia?
cultivation sort of like
Well,
mythological.
no.
What,
Danmei just means it's a Chinese BL.
what's
It's a
the
Xinjia.
genre? Yin&Jung. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is Yin&Jung. We kind of watched something similar to this with like Heaven's Official Blessing like a while back. And it's about like,
This is from the same creators.
yeah, makes sense to me. And you know, you have the cultivators and they're hunting demons and whatnot, but we got a whole lot of backstory drama going on with this one especially. I feel like there was a lot of backstory drama with Heaven's Official Blessing, but we didn't really get into it that far. This one's got a little bit in the first 3 episodes that I'm like, okay, someone was a messy bitch. And I think it was Wei Wuxian.
Okay, but you
full
already
disclosure.
knew.
Yes, full disclosure.
knew.
I have seen the live action version of this, The Untamed, when it was like on Netflix or whatever. So I know he's a messy bitch. And that's what makes him fun.
Me and Yin obviously watched this. Al, you've seen The Untamed with Yin.
Yes.
CC and Envy, this was... You raw dogged this, right?
Never even heard of it.
Ah,
Yeah, I've heard of it, obviously, since I've heard Yin and Kozi talk about it for a long time. But yeah, this is my first time watching it.
So, were you confused?
I will admit, they throw a lot at you within like the first 15 minutes, but episodes 2 and 3, where I understand it a little bit more, considering that episode 2 was basically a giant action sequence, and then episode 3 was backstory, which was good to explain the main character's backstory. But yeah, like the opening 5 minutes especially, where they had the text going across the screen, and then they just explained like 1,000 years worth of lore in like 2 minutes.
Okay.
I was like, okay, I'm lost, man.
Actually, I have a question about that for Yin. So I watched this when it very first came out. I don't remember that opening sequence.
Really?
With the text. Yeah, where it was like, oh, Wei Wuxian is such a fucking asshole.
I feel like it was always
I
there.
just remember it hard opening with Mo Zhuanyu, like, straight up being a psycho and being like, what the fuck?
I think it was always there, at least from when I watched it, because the first page, I think it's mimicking the first page of the book. Rejoice, Wei Wuxian's dead.
Oh my god. Is this Wicked?
Yeah, it's like Wicked,
Yeah.
exactly.
Holy shit.
It
I've seen
Literally
Wicked.
Wicked.
Guys, I've seen Wicked now.
Honestly,
I
I
haven't
never
seen Wicked, so
thought
that's
about
also-
it.
And now you're thinking about it. Oh,
Wait.
it grafts on a little too well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But he would both be Elphaba and the wizard.
Now you just need the two main characters to sing Defying Gravity together.
They can fly on their swords and
Amazing.
defy gravity.
Wait.
Okay, funny you should mention that. They do have a song together.
Yeah, that makes sense. They're both musicians.
It all makes sense. Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
It is all coming
Wait,
together, let me tell you.
The CC already knows the answer to this. Envy, if you had to guess what a song that these two main characters have made together and duet together was called.
Like in universe, what they named their song,
Uh-huh.
A Whole New World. I don't know.
They named it their ship name.
Oh,
Makes sense to me. Okay, so yeah, this story starts out with some guy who's been like bullied his entire life by his family, hates them, and decides, I'm going to do a ritual where I'm going to sacrifice my own soul to have have like an evil person possess my body and take revenge on my family for me. And lo and behold, he got the dumpster fire, like demon lords to show up and do said thing. And he does said thing. Inadvertently. Like, he kind of accidentally causes a demonic possession to happen in the house. He didn't mean to, but, like, ultimately, it all worked out in the end. Things just sort of
did
worked
not.
for him.
I feel like
Okay,
he didn't
no,
mean to.
he did not cause it, first of all.
It was
But
happening,
also-
but he did put, like, a
they-
little ghost attractor on the one guy.
They did remove the context a little bit. There is supposed to be another character in the Mo family. The husband was also supposed to be killed, not just the wife, the son, and the servant.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I could be misremembering this, but I'm pretty sure he does off the husband character.
I wouldn't be surprised, because Wei's not allowed to keep the body unless he, like, does what he has to do. And, yeah, the three people who tortured the guy are dead now. And because of, like, a left-arm demon. It's like a left arm that possesses people and sucks the blood out of their bodies while trying to kill other people. There's a lot of zombies and ghosts in this, if you couldn't tell. And, yeah.
They're not zombies. There is, like, I would say they are more ghosts. They are vengeful spirits.
Cool. So ghosts and spirits and stuff, and there's also the word zombie that comes up in the subtitles, which is why I'm using that for now. And the fact that our Western audience is more familiar with the idea of a zombie than maybe a possessed person, I'm just going to go with it.
I think they're called fierce corpses.
Yeah, fierce
What
What is a
corpses,
zombie if not a fierce corpse?
It's a very similar
It's
concept.
different. No, it's different. Like, a fierce corpse is someone who, like, couldn't be laid to rest. So now they're, like... It's like an angry ghost, but they still have function of their body.
Okay, so much more of a supernatural type thing than our traditional Resident
It
Evil
is
type
like it is like a vengeful spirit more so than like a mindless creature. So I guess
Yeah.
in that way, yes, it's different than a zombie.
Cool.
But it is a reanimated corpse. In that sense, it's like a zombie.
and I'm saying zombie again.
No!
No. No. The only one I would say is a zombie is Wenning.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Frankly, the only fierce ghost is Wei. Okay, he's the fiercest of them all. Anyway, look, he knows how to control evil spirits. That was his whole thing. You know the title, demonic cultivation and all that sort of thing. That's his thing. Everybody else is like, we're going to do traditional cultivation. He's like, what if we got a ghost to fight another ghost? And then the ghosts just beat each other up. And then we're all chilling over here. Wouldn't that make everything very efficient? They're like, that's fucking evil, my guy. We're going to go to war about this. And they do. And then he dies, and then he comes back, and then we're going to have a flashback of what led him to this? What, like, bisexual dumpster fire shenanigans that he get into that led him down this path?
There is nothing bisexual about this man. Those sword fights in the flashback are poorly concealed euphemism.
Of course they are. But they have to be a euphemism of some kind because, censorship or whatever over there. You said something about the Gaga brother not mean that?
Gaga.
Gaga? What is
Not
that?
Gaga.
What's it?
Technically
It's
you
like
can
older
translate
brother.
it to brother.
Oh, okay.
But it's
So it had nothing to do with
it's an
what I'm-
honorific.
All
Like
right.
it's
Yeah,
not
like-
literally brother. I don't know.
All right.
G is specifically older brother.
Okay.
And then Gaga is the cute way of saying it. And then you have things like Erga, which is second brother.
Okay, we got a tiered system here. Gotcha. Yeah, we basically are setting up, here's the aftermath of me fucking around and finding out. And then everybody hates me. And then we're going to go back and we're going to take a look at how did I fuck around and when did I find out? And yeah, it's going to be a whole thing from there. And who's there? Who's that? Who just came on the call?
Hi, everyone.
Hello, Chibi.
Freshly back from the dead!
Back from the dead. We're summoning up some things. But instead of summoning zombies and ghosts, we summon chibis. So, Chibi.
Yes.
Yeah, was this your first time watching Dao Zu Shi?
Yes, it was.
What'd you think?
I thought it was okay. It was a little slow for me during, maybe about the first 5-ish minutes of the first episode, but once it started picking up, it got more interesting.
Were you confused?
Not really.
Okay, that's good.
I mean, what is there to be confused about?
It does kind of throw you in there. This operates off the premise that you kind of already understand, a Xianxia setting. And if you are not as familiar, some of the terminology and stuff being thrown around could be a little confusing.
Give me examples.
I mean, even just cultivation in general, if you have no fucking clue what they're talking about.
I mean, I think that in general, this leans more into the supernatural quote-unquote setting. So I guess for me, some of the terminology was not that much of a surprise, considering the fact that I do regularly consume things in this general genre. Maybe not these exact things exactly, but I would say no. I wasn't really, maybe thrown that much by anything that I saw.
I don't, honestly, everyone only did 3 episodes, right?
Yeah, didn't
Yes.
have time for anything else.
Yeah, I don't think we get into, a lot of the more confusing elements of if you're a Westerner, this is gonna seem weird, the family systems, the clan systems, the sex, stuff like that. That's
The sex.
Not really.
Look, I think in a lot of ways, there's a lot of nitty-gritty details you could get into with this if you wanted to, but honestly, I do think that the show presents itself, at least in these first 3 episodes, as, look, there's supernatural stuff, these people fight supernatural things with special powers that they get through whatever their teachings are. And I think that's an easy enough concept to get behind.
Yeah, I thought the first episode was a little fast-paced. I can see what Envy was saying. It did kind of rush into things because I think it's trying to, for one thing, get to an action scene, which is what these shows often try and do.
Yeah.
And for another thing, try and get all the info out there as quickly as possible. So it was slightly confusing in the beginning, but since I've read the book, it was whatever to me. But I can see how somebody just watching this could be a little bit thrown by the pacing, but I find that a lot of donghua do that, where the first 1 or 2 episodes are kind of like smushed or like really condensed.
I kind of find that it's a thing in a lot of fantasy where they're just like, here, we're going to throw some terminology at you that we're not going to explain, but at the same time, it will be stuff that you will learn over the course of the series. So it's like
it slows down as it goes.
I think it's kind of just something that happens when you have an adaptation from a novel like this, because in the novel, like, you're reading at your own fucking pace, so if you're confused by something, you can like take your time to digest it, but also like it feels more cohesive somehow to read someone's thoughts written down on paper than having them spoken aloud in that kind of way.
Did you mean like his like little internal monologue?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say yes, as long as it is explained properly. Because I've read some books where they're trying to, like, explain some fantasy element that they're going on about, and they've tried to put it into words, and
the words aren't
that
wording.
explanation does not make sense.
I do find when we're comparing the novel and the adaptation of this particular work, I find it interesting that in both of the adaptations, the live action and the donghua, they chose to do the flashbacks in big, huge chunks instead of like sprinkling them throughout, which the novel, the flashbacks are more separated. Like they're
as
cut
they are
between
relevant.
more. Yeah. And I kind of liked that better. I liked how the novel presented the backstory a lot better. It just felt better paced to me.
Do you mean like how literally anyone else who's doing like series of flashbacks kind of thing does it?
I don't know why they do big
weird.
chunks here. Yeah, and the live action did the same. It was a big chunk.
Yeah.
And it's like it breaks up the story in a weird way. I'd rather have like flashbacks ongoing, you know?
Because part of Wei Wuxian's character is that he has a really fucking horrible memory.
True.
I probably would if I died too.
He doesn't know who anybody is. Even when he was alive, he didn't know who anybody was.
Oh,
So,
no. Hold on. I don't think that's a memory thing. I think that's I'm more important than you. I don't need to know your name.
Oh, no. Absolutely not him. He just has really severe untreated ADHD, man.
Yeah.
I don't think they had anything for that back then.
I think he owns it.
He's really not a cocky bitch, though.
Why do I want him to be a cocky bitch?
Because he wants to be a cocky bitch, but he's not.
He wants to be a cocky bitch. I want him to be a cocky bitch.
It works better to have like those small moments interspersed, knowing like he is someone who has a really bad memory, because it's like he's suddenly like, oh, this thing has triggered this memory I have of this event. Ah, yes, that makes sense. Whereas now we have like 3 episodes of this is every single thing that happened when I was 16 studying in the cloud recesses.
Yeah, and it's just kind of awkward too. I don't know.
A little bit. And I'm going to throw this out there. I think a big thing of why people do this in other like series where we're going to intersperse, here's this moment of flashback connected to this other scene because they're both relevant to each other.
Yeah, it's like a reflection.
Yeah. And I think that's good. And I think that probably works better in the novel because it'll also keep you at pace with like people showing up and leaving, because your memory of them from the past will probably be there because there's a thing going on in the future that has something to do with them, and you want to put those together. Versus I can't say for sure because it's been a while since I watched the other one, but I have a feeling there might be like, oh yeah, this character was introduced way early on in the flashback and then disappeared for most of it, but then they'll be very relevant at the very end of the series when we're in the future, and I'm like, who is that? Oh wait, we're not having a flashback to remember who the fuck this was.
It just also makes the present stuff feel less immediate or less important because now we have this big giant flashback.
Yeah.
And then you kind of forget, oh, there was something really important happening today. I don't know. It was just a weird choice, and I don't love that all the adaptations of this book do it that way.
Or if you're going to do that, just have your opening with him turning into the guy afterwards. Just do it all chronologically.
No, I wouldn't like that. I just want them interspersed.
Okay.
Personally.
I think it would be interesting to see this in a chronological order.
I don't know. I feel like if we were to try to put something like this in chronological order, like, put the flashbacks all in sequence and then get to like our main plot line. I feel like that kind of sort of ruins some things, particularly.
Absolutely, because this is, in and of itself, a giant mystery show. Like,
Yeah.
they really bury the hatchet on a lot of stuff that happens or why it is happening in the flashbacks. But also, like, everything is technically connected back before he died, so
Right.
everything that is happening pertains to something that happened in the past. So we would not be able to have it sequentially. I just think it would be interesting.
I would say no. I feel like they're just doing the flashbacks in very large chunks because they're like, okay, we need to give the people context somehow. We just are gonna have to do it this way. Which, I get it, but also, again, what Yin was saying, like, it makes the story feel, like, less necessary, like our main plot line, because I feel like a lot of the focus is now gonna be on how do these two know each other from the past?
Yeah, so I don't get that, because it does seem like it would be better how they did it in the book, because that's how everyone does it, and there's a reason for that. Like, I am somewhat remembering, like, watching The Untamed being like, okay, I'm following everything really good, and I'm following this whole story that they got in the past going. And then we got to the future, it was like, it kind of just felt like people were doing things to do things.
Right.
Because it
doesn't work for the storytelling.
Because when they're doing them then, it's like, okay, again, how long ago was the flashback part that this is relevant to in the show? And I'm like, I'm not connecting these things.
Yeah. That was my feeling too.
Chibi, we came to the conclusion that this is actually an adaptation of Wicked. What are your thoughts? At least with the opening.
Explain your reasoning.
So the opening starts out with that thing of like, praise be, Wei Wuxian has been killed, all rejoice, blah, 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 ding dong, the witch is dead. And then we flash back to see what happened and why. What are your thoughts on this? How we're going to slowly watch this clearly queer teenager become discriminated against, become the villain, and then die.
And be a scapegoat the whole time.
And be a scapegoat the whole time.
I mean, I wasn't picking up on that at all, but also I'm not steeped in musical theater. Yin, would you say that this is accurate?
Yes.
Or
It
Kozi,
is.
would you say that this is accurate?
It's accurate, but you guys wouldn't know that. You wouldn't get that. All you got from these first 3 episodes is Wei Wuxian being, why'd he summon me? I'm not some evil spirit. And that is the legitimate, like, all of it. Like, we have not seen anything he has done. Why they actually went after him. We don't have any of that context within these first 3 episodes. So
Well, we do
anybody who
know-
hasn't seen the whole thing would absolutely not know that, oh yeah, he was just a scapegoat.
I just had to bring them in on the joke. Because it was really funny when we brought it up.
Thank you for the spoiler, I guess.
He has zombies. We know why he's the bad guy.
But he's not the bad guy.
He's not the bad guy.
No,
he
but
is
it
the bad guy.
basically gives me the outline for the entire overarching plot.
Yes and
I mean,
no.
like, he is the main character, so I feel like it is not a stretch to be like, he is not the bad guy. What happened
Well,
here?
obviously.
You're a bad guy, but you're not a bad guy.
What I'm saying is that I get that this would be like, yeah, the obvious storyline that we're going with here, but it's like, if that's gonna be the plot beats, okay.
There's a musical
mean-
number later.
Honestly,
Okay, no, it does
this,
not exactly align with Wicked.
This whole thing is Jin Ling's crazy uncles doing crazy shit. That is the entirety of Dao Zu Shi.
I was just gonna call it Weighs on his bullshit.
No, it actually, spoiler alert, Jin Ling is the fucking protagonist. Everything revolves
don't
around
like
him and his uncles.
Why don't you like Jin Ling?
It's because I hated him in The Untamed, and I hated his dad too.
Okay, Jung Chung
You're
is
supposed-
an asshole.
He
but-
was the most boring
Jung
person.
Chung
not
is
boring,
not
he's
his
an
dad.
No, not Jung Chung.
Oh,
Other one.
You said his dad, not his uncle.
Yeah, his
you're
dad.
right.
His
dad's
uncle is
the one.
interesting. He's an asshole, but he's
His
interesting.
dad is boring.
His dad is such fucking white bread bullshit.
Can't argue with you there.
I mean, that
And
was
maybe it
kind
was
of
the
the point.
adaptation.
You were
I don't
supposed to hate him. No, you were
But,
supposed
like-
to hate him.
Was I supposed to hate? I don't even know that I
Yes,
hate
because
him.
it's from Wei Wuxian's point of view, and he hates
No.
him.
I'm saying I don't even know that I hate the dad. He is nothing. He is like flavorless in every way.
I mean, I hate to say this, so is Jiang Yunli.
She was at
Little
least
bit.
nice.
She's just like the sweet little sister, yeah.
She
Older
had
sister? I don't know.
She
Older
had,
sister.
Okay, look. I'm just gonna say the dad completely tasteless. Maybe a better comparison would be for the sister is like she's like a LaCroix. It's basically flavorless, but like it was clearly like transported next to alive. You know,
Oh
there's the hint, the ghost of a flavor there. You know,
Oh, I feel like that's
Okay.
worse.
you have the personality of a lemon LaCroix.
There you go.
I feel like that is worse than saying she's a nothing character.
It's something. It's just not much. She's cannon fodder.
She's just there for Wei Wuxian's band pain. Let's be real.
Oh god, she's you know where you keep LaCroix? In the fridge.
This does not pass. What is it? The Turing test?
No, the Bechdel test.
The Bechdel test. Yeah, this does not pass the
The
Bechdel
Turing
test.
test.
I would
Robots.
No, we need the Turing test for the dad to see if he's even human. Did they
Sorry.
Hold up. No, everyone stop for a second. Is there a Yin&Jung show or property that also includes sci-fi robots?
There's Danmei like that.
Okay, I'm interested.
Okay. I could give you some Rex.
Okay. We three are derailing and talking in circles around the three who have not seen this.
Okay, well, just to
Yeah,
close
yeah.
this off, as far as the Bechdel test goes, I am struggling to think of there being more than 3 women in this that even meet each other.
Yeah, the
So-
women are not great.
So, yeah.
Let's be honest.
Well, considering
I
that
mean-
one of them was the mother, and you know,
Yes. And she would never shut up about her son,
Yeah.
so no.
We don't feel bad when she dies.
No.
That is also a big ol' nothing character.
Yes.
I don't think it's a nothing character. I think it's a perfect character for this is a bad thing that's going to happen to them so that we can show you what the rest of the show is going to include action-wise. She's a plot device more than anything else.
Yeah.
Or a set piece. Something.
Honestly,
Some word.
yeah, that is what most of the female characters are.
Yeah.
Rough.
Listen, China's sexism really comes through in these types of settings.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, this series is a mystery series, which really
Right.
revolves around the demon arm. That demon arm stays relevant throughout the entire plot.
Okay.
But whose arm is it? That's the mystery.
Yeah, that's the mystery.
Is it Wei's? I can't remember.
It is
We're not gonna solve the mystery.
Why don't
No,
you want
it-
to solve the mystery? That's the whole
I will
point of a
tell you
mystery.
that
Not
it's not.
spoiling the
It's
mystery.
not his.
Oh,
He's
okay.
not evil. But yeah, like that arm really just it gives them a hand with
Haha.
some
Ha
with figuring out their relationship and bringing them back together, because this is ultimately a BL, and
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Lan Wangji and Wei Wuxian have to find a way to get married at the end of this.
Good for them. And then they will start a family band. And they'll tour the countryside and you won't be invited.
I'm sorry, I'm derailing this again. Did anyone else's versions have the exclusively sponsored by Cornetto?
Yay!
You goddamn
Yes.
right it
I
did.
love
Need it.
Cornetto.
I don't think we can get them in this
It's
country.
amazing. I
You
love how
cannot.
it's just a real picture of Cornetto.
They just put a PNG in there.
Cornetto is an ice cream brand. For
Dude,
those
it's-
not
it's
in
fantastic.
the loop. It's just an ice cream brand, and they have sponsored not only this, they also did have an official's blessing. And like their branding goes hard.
I love it.
It's so wild.
I will say this. Their branding goes hard that they're like, all right, we're going to straight up put this in the scene you just watched. The only people that have done better is in Argentina when they showed Star Wars on TV and didn't want to cut for commercials, so they put in Cerveza Cristal.
Cerveza Cristal.
Just slap a beer commercial. Your father wanted me to give this to you when you were older. Cerveza Cristal.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's very effective. The way I want Cornetto.
Right.
I wanted an ice cream, yeah.
It made me want it.
I think I saw this at one. Okay, we've gone back and forth on this, that I might have seen these episodes before.
I think you have.
Probably, because I do remember the Cornetto thing.
Yeah, you
and
saw Cornetto.
I definitely have looked up, okay, is there a Cornetto available, like, anywhere? And it's, like, not.
Yeah.
For us. No. So, that
Is
sucks.
that why we went out for ice cream today?
No. If it's not Cornetto, it doesn't matter.
We got drumsticks over here, baby.
But let's talk about what you've seen, Al, because you saw The Untamed. That came out,
I did.
I think, like 3 years after the Donghua.
Bro,
Yin,
I
you
don't
would be
know.
more
I think it
familiar
came out
with
in
that.
either 2019 or 2020. I don't remember which.
I feel like we watched this
What,
during
the show?
Not this one, but the live
Not this
action
one,
adaptation they did. I do feel like we watched that during quarantine, so that sounds about right.
We did, so it's probably either a little bit before 2020 or in 2020. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know a lot
mean-
of people like The Untamed. I personally think it was a fucking shit show.
Had a lot of hot people, man. What wasn't there to like?
I think there were good
They changed a lot.
aspects of it. They did change a lot. And I think half of the changes were like censorship problems, which I can't really blame them for. I think some other changes were just like playing into like drama, like live action drama tropes, which I didn't really appreciate because I don't think we needed all that. Like whatever that romance with Jung Chung and
And the
Wen
hot girl
Shing.
who
Wen
never
Shing,
spoke to any
I
other
think-
girl and fails a Bechdel
I
test.
think that was like just they're trying to like appeal to general drama fans, and I really didn't like that. So I do think there were some deviations that were really weird, and they also got the weird flashback thing. So I don't know. There were a lot of things I didn't like, but I think they did some things well. I think it had more time to breathe than the Donghua because it's just naturally longer as a
Oh,
live
it was
action drama.
long.
It was really long, so they had
'Cause
more
it's-
time to like focus on some things.
How many episodes is this series?
30 something.
30 something?
30
I feel like the other one was like...
It was like
Untamed was
90 or so. It was
like...
long.
It was like 50, but it was like hour-long episodes.
Yeah.
So it was a long-ass show.
Yeah.
Hot people, though.
And everyone was hot. That's true.
I don't know. I tried The Untamed because The Untamed was like Tumblr's darling. Like
Yeah.
I don't know
Does
how
that
else to
surprise
describe
you?
it. No, it does not. But
It was
like
basically Wicked.
Oh my god.
the second they brought out the Venetian mask, I was like, what the fuck is this?
Oh yeah, he didn't put on makeup. He wore a mask.
Dude, you wanted to cover up that face?
They
guess they
still
did cover
covered
up that
it.
face.
He wore a Venetian mask specifically. In ancient China.
Look, Wei Wuxian is that bitch, okay?
They didn't want to like have to get like a separate actor, which is fair. It's very fucking fair. It's one of the drawbacks of it being live action. So they had to have like some plausible deniability of them not immediately recognizing him because he's quite literally the same man. But it's weird.
Didn't you have that complaint? Because even
I
in this
hate how
one-
he looks the same, but I know that China's censorship is interesting. It's not just about the gay stuff. They have weird censorship around things like reincarnation. And I think that might have been part of it. Like, they're not allowed to say somebody's like reincarnated or came back into the body of somebody else. So they had to be like, this is the same thing. I don't know. It's all a confusing thing. And I'd have to look into it more to really understand.
So, while they do look similar, I will say, like, there are very distinct differences between Mo Zhuanyu and Wei Wuxian's original body. Like, it's very easy to see. I feel like the Donghua specifically made it a bit too samey, but
He looks the same to me. Yeah.
He looks the same.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could at least give the difference for everybody else of, like, oh, they look older because their eyes aren't as, like, big and wide anymore, but, like, yeah, he looked exactly the same, other than, like, how long his hair is.
They definitely, in the Donghua specifically, they 100% did that. And, like, you do see some instances of, like, original older Wei Wuxian. And, like, you compare that to, like, him in Mo Zhuanyu's body, and you're like, okay, you can kind of see the differences there when it's side by side. I will say they go out of their way in the novel to specify that they look similar but not, like, exactly the same. And in the what is the novel called when it is manga but not
Manhwa?
manhwa? Is that not Korean?
They're both pronounced similarly, but one has a W in the spelling, and one doesn't.
Okay.
So manhwa or manhua?
It's manhua.
Okay. Is that a W or not?
Which one is pronounced very similarly?
Okay,
They're pronounced similarly.
Who has the W? Korean
W
or Chinese?
is Korean. W is
Okay.
Korean. No
Okay.
W is Chinese.
Okay.
Okay, so
Manhwa, no W.
In the
Yes.
manhwa,
No W.
they do a much better job at making that distinction.
Yeah, that's true. They kind of do.
Are you just allowed to get away with that a little bit more since it's not, like, broadcasted?
I don't know. Definitely live actions are the strictest, and they have a lot of rules about not just reincarnation, but time travel and other. It's like there's so much they have to get around that it's insane, and they have to go through different rounds of, like, checking everything out with the government and everything before anything can air. So
Rough.
they have to edit things like 10 trillion times before it can actually go to air.
Sounds like making
There's
an abridged
also
series.
way
Yeah.
less censorship in, like, a written format, obviously,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
Yeah.
she got away with writing gay porn.
Yeah, in books it's not as bad, though they are cracking down on it more now, but and that's why, like, some of her later ones, like Heaven Official's Blessing, there are no sex scenes or anything. It's because they started cracking down on it more, but
She used to get freaky with it.
she used to, yeah.
She wrote one where part of the sex scene is they're getting someone drunk by pouring wine up his ass.
The
That's just
sword
a-
up his ass,
Bro,
I
that's
don't
just
know.
a thing people do, man.
Everything up
I
his
know it
ass.
is, but they made it a sex thing.
She sounds like an AO3 girly.
She definitely is. We stan her. I forget what her author name translates to, but, like, it's something really fucking stupid.
I don't know, someone look it up. I really want it to be like a weird sex pun.
Directly translates to AO3 girly.
What does your name translate to? Onceler97?
The stink of money and ink.
Okay.
Roughly translated.
Sounds like a rapper name.
I feel like we have not talked about anything. We have been yapping. This is just, like, really cool guys with swords and magic trying to solve a mystery
And being gay.
and being really gay about it.
Rose, if this helps you get into this is He-Man meets Wicked.
Oh my god.
I'm not wrong.
I really liked the series because I think Wei Wuxian is a very relatable character. He's a hot dumpster fire of a man, but he's
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really care for him.
Oh, tell us why.
Exactly that. I thought he was annoying as shit. Like, I understand that he's the comic relief character, and that I know what the story's gonna happen. He's gonna be the dumbass that doesn't care about anything, but he's secretly brilliant. And then down the line, he's gonna get serious because he has a tragic backstory, and then his connection to his boyfriend is gonna make him more serious, and yada yada yada. I've seen this story before, but
So you have
It
not
needs
seen
to
this before.
he's not very serious, but also he's not secretly brilliant. Like, he is openly brilliant, but it is in a radical way that people don't like. But also, like, he is using humor and being annoying as a coping mechanism. Like,
Bitch is
I would
deflecting.
agree. He is very annoying at the beginning when you don't know much about him. But again, I feel like that's what is the payoff to, like, sticking with the series and learning more about him is, like, there is a lot more to his character. He is very relatable deep down. Like, he has put up a lot of walls to stop himself from being hurt. And he's a hot dumpster fire of a man.
He's very
And he
much
does-
the I laugh so I don't cry.
I think he should be more annoying. I enjoy his antics.
Please no. Please no.
He
Please
does.
no.
He does kind of want to be that bitch, but also he's a little embarrassed to be that bitch.
I love him. I don't know. He's one of my favorite characters for sure.
I think because Mojang, like, they only have 3 series that I know of in order of their release. I think I do like their first work the best, which was Scumville and Self-Saving System.
Me
Then
too.
this. And then I think I actually like Heaven Official's Blessing the least out of all of them. But in terms of pure character, I have to give it up to Mao Dao. Like, there are a lot of shitty characters in this. Like, there are characters that I just really fucking hate in this series, but they're such well written and executed characters, it's hard to, like, actually, like, hate them in, like, a meaningful way. Like, Al, you say you hate Jinling, right?
I just don't like him. He's annoying in a bad way for me.
But, like, even though he's annoying in a bad way, like, I feel like Jinling, by the end of the series, they have endeared him to you in a certain way.
I will agree that he's well written. I don't like him. I don't even like him at the end. I never
Okay.
warmed up to the kid.
I do have a very unpopular opinion about Lan Wangji. And I know it's
Oh.
unpopular. But
Oh.
I really liked him as a kid. I thought he was interesting. I thought he had a really great dynamic with Wei Wuxian. I think he had a good, like, conflict in his mind, you know, like, between the rules, but also, like, he was very attracted to Wei Wuxian and how he was, like, a free spirit and everything. And
That's how it always goes.
all of his trauma.
You were attracted to the gay angst, and as soon
Yeah,
as he
exactly.
was over it, as soon
But
as he was like, nah, I am gay.
But I, like, when he was older, I don't know, I feel like he became, like, the perfect man TM. And I just feel like he became so much less interesting. I don't know. You know, he's just, like, the
No,
dream man who, like, follows you around and, like, loves you unconditionally. I don't know.
There's no conflict.
He's got no, like, spice anymore.
Yeah, there is no conflict because he has now trauma responsed in the opposite direction. Where before he
Yes.
was like, I am going to forcibly make you better. Like, I can fix you, to, oh shit, if I try to fix you, you're gonna fucking die. You know what? You're perfect as you are, sweetie.
He's like, I stand with my canceled wife.
He's a simp.
But yeah, that was my unpopular opinion about
No,
Lan Wangji.
like,
Love him
I
in the beginning,
can
though.
definitely see it. Like, the dynamic is definitely more compelling when they are younger. And they
Yeah.
are full.
He goes full Hua Chang.
They run headfirst into a wall about their own feelings for each other. Like, Cece's never going to continue the series, so I had no problem, like, autistic info dumping about it to her while we were watching. I'm like, both of these men are like, ah, yes, I am straight, and there's nothing gay about how we are interacting right now.
Yeah.
You can't catch me, gay thoughts. Yes, we can.
Right.
Anyways, we kind of steamrolled this. What did the people who haven't seen this think?
Thought it was alright. Like, I can see why it's popular, and I do like the animation, and even when they use obvious CG, it's cool looking obvious CG, not bad looking obvious CG, so I did like that. So, yeah, if I watched more, maybe I would get into it more, but as an introduction, I think it was fine.
I'm gonna be honest, I was a little bit bored Granted, if I, like, maybe watched a bit more and got to know the characters a bit better, maybe I would have been more invested, but for what we got, I don't know, I just was, like, maybe not really feeling it. Granted, I've had a bit of a rough couple days, just, like, with work, so maybe I just wasn't feeling it right now, so, yeah.
Yeah, this isn't really my genre. It's not sticky. Oh, have I used that term on the show before?
You have.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Not often, but it's there.
Maybe you need to reestablish what it means.
Tell us how things get sticky for you.
Some things just don't adhere in my brain. I basically had no idea what was going on at any point in time.
The only point she paid attention are when I was info dumping. But
Yeah.
what's really funny is I think if you were able to get a couple episodes in, this would be super sticky for you. I feel like Wei Wuxian is like your brand of character.
I can see that.
Like, he's a hot mess of trauma.
Yeah. That is
All right, should we just do final thoughts and then
Right.
head on out? I think I'm a light yay here. It seems good. I only got a couple episodes in. I watched the other series. The other series I did enjoy. So, it probably would continue to be good. Yeah. Yeah. It's Wicked meets He-Man. What's not to like?
Yeah, this is a full yay for me. I mean, I love Dao Zu Shi. I love most adaptations of it, at least a little bit. I mean, pretty much all the adaptations I've enjoyed, but I have my critiques of each one, I suppose. But I do think the Donghua is a really good adaptation overall of the book, even though I have some problems with it. And they had to rush certain things just by the nature of adaptation. Of course, the novel is still my number one in terms of, all of the media surrounding this, but that's typical because it was the original. But I love the characters. I love the animation. I think it's very fun to look at, and the fight scenes are cool. I think it was adapted pretty damn well. And it's just, a property that I've loved for years, so I always enjoy watching it.
I honestly don't really know what grade to give this. Like I said, I was like sort of not really feeling this one, but again, just context for how things have been going at the moment, and also just like I think maybe with how they did these first couple of episodes, like I understand why they were trying to do the backstory bit in like a large chunk during like that third episode, because I don't really know when else they would have like started talking about it, particularly when they were at the Cloud Recesses school. But I feel like had we gotten maybe like a little bit more stuff like pieced in throughout, maybe it would have like, I don't know, flowed a little bit better, but it might not have flowed better, so who knows.
Yeah, pretty much what I said earlier. So I give it a light yay.
Gonna give this a solid meh. True, neutral, zero feelings in any sort of direction. Listening to my autistic wife info dump was the best part. I enjoy that more than anything.
That's why they're married.
Yes! My kink is listening to autistic people info dump.
This explains your search history. Yeah.
Obviously, I'm like a full yay here. I'm the one who recommended it. It was very bizarre seeing this explode in popularity the way it did, which is something we didn't really touch on. Like, I feel like you may have briefly talked about this with, like, Link Click, but, like, Donghua and all that, like, it was obviously Chinese media. It had a really hard time breaking into, like, Western audiences. And also, I don't really feel like it's ever really intended to reach the international stage like it does. I really feel like Mao Dao is one of the series that kind of put it on the map, so to speak. Before the Donghua ever came out, like, the novel itself and the manhwa, I saw those long before the Donghua. And, like, from there is when I started seeing, like, the cascade of other Donghua and stuff following up on it. So, like, I don't know. I think it's very interesting. if you like swords and sorcery and mysteries, I think you would enjoy this. Maybe not if you don't like gay shit, but if you don't like gay shit, why are you here on this channel? All around, like, if you don't like this, they would have probably something else in your style, but I have supported this in, like, every iteration it has released. So, like, I have the novels, I have the manhwa, like, I supported the donghua when it was coming out, I supported the live action when it was coming out. They have released official English stuff that I have gone out to purchase. I bought the paperbacks, I bought the hardcover. It's a problem at this point. I have a whole shelf dedicated to this shit.
Cece, and this didn't get sticky?
Yeah, no.
I don't know. I just really enjoy it. It is weird seeing something that was kind of like a niche hyperfixation become like really popular the way it did, but I'm very happy it did.
All right. Well, with that, that knocks out 1 week of Cozy Month. How cozy are we gonna get with these next couple?
I don't know what we're doing next. I know the other two. I don't know what one we're doing next.
Pick one, my guy. Pick one. This
Okay,
is your month. Oh
we
my
talked about
god.
musicals, so let's do Carol and Tuesday.
Carol and Tuesday, basically Wicked plus He-Man. Gotcha. Looking forward to it. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell icon for notifications. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like, and if you haven't already, check out some of our previous episodes, our daily gaming videos, or our parody series Madoka Magically Abridged. See you next time!